In the garden, a whisper, a serpent's forked tongue offering forbidden fruit. This ancient story, the fall of man, echoes through time. It speaks of an insidious force, a darkness that preys on humanity's vulnerabilities. Today that darkness takes on a new face, a three-headed beast, its eyes gleaming with malice. This beast, ancient as time, is woven from the threads of spiritual rebellion. Three figures infamous in history and scripture embody its power: Delilah, Jezebel, and Lilith. Their names, whispered through the ages, evoke betrayal, manipulation, and the insatiable hunger for power. No longer confined to myths and scriptures, their influence seeps into our world, poisoning hearts and minds. Like the mythical Hydra, each head of this beast represents a unique danger. Delilah, the seductress, embodies the weaponization of desire. Jezebel, the queen on a throne of vanity, embodies the lust for control and the perversion of authority. Lilith, the first to defy, embodies the allure of chaos, the rejection of order, and the whispering seduction of self-destruction. They work in concert, a symphony of darkness orchestrated to ensnare humanity's soul. Their target, the very heart of God's creation, men and women crafted in His image, designed for unity and purpose. Theirs is a campaign waged on the battleground of hearts and minds, seeking to unravel the very fabric of creation itself. Delilah. Her name alone conjures images of silken sheets and whispered promises, a honeyed trap laid for the unsuspecting. In the biblical account, she is the instrument of Samson's downfall, a story potent with symbolism. Samson, a man blessed with superhuman strength, falls prey to Delilah's charms, revealing the source of his power: his hair, a symbol of his covenant with God. Her weapon is not brute force, but cunning seduction. She exploits Samson's desire, weakening his resolve until he betrays his sacred vow. Delilah's spirit thrives in the shadows, whispering temptations, preying on vulnerabilities, and ultimately severing the source of strength, connection with the divine. This spirit echoes through the ages. It whispers in the ears of men, tempting them to chase fleeting pleasures at the cost of their integrity, their purpose. It seduces with promises of instant gratification, lulling them into a stupor of complacency. This is the slow poison that weakens resolve, making them vulnerable to manipulation, their strength sapped, their potential squandered. Look around, see the evidence of her handiwork. Men, once pillars of strength, reduced to shadows of their former selves, lost in a haze of indulgence. This is Delilah's legacy: the fall of the strong, the erosion of willpower, and the bitter ashes of unrealized potential. Jezebel, the queen who ruled with an iron fist, draped in finery and fueled by an insatiable thirst for power. Her story, a cautionary tale of spiritual tyranny, unfolds in the Old Testament. She is the embodiment of corrupted authority, twisting the power entrusted to her, using it for manipulation and control. Her reign is marked by bloodshed, idolatry, and the persecution of God's prophets. She craves adoration, demanding allegiance not to a higher purpose but to her own inflated ego. Her influence distorts the natural order, turning kingdoms into battlegrounds of vanity and deceit. Jezebel's spirit thrives on control. It seeks to dominate, to manipulate, to bend others to its will. It whispers in the ears of men and women, promising power and influence, but at a terrible price: the surrender of their conscience, their integrity. This spirit is evident in the relentless pursuit of worldly success, in the cutthroat climb up the ladder of ambition, where power becomes an end in itself, rather than a means to serve a greater good. It festers in the hearts of those who crave control, who manipulate and exploit others to fuel their own insatiable egos. Look around, see the signs of her reign: the endless hunger for validation, the ruthless pursuit of status, the manipulation of others for personal gain. This is Jezebel's legacy: the distortion of power, the corruption of leadership, and the bitter fruit of unchecked ambition. Lilith. Her name itself evokes a primal fear, a whisper from the shadows before time. In ancient mythology, she is the first wife of Adam, born of the same earth, yet refusing to submit to his authority. Her story speaks of rebellion, of a rejection of the divine order, a yearning for chaos over creation. Lilith chose to rule in darkness rather than to stand beside Adam in the light of Eden. She embodies the allure of the forbidden, the seductive whisper of self-indulgence, the intoxicating promise of freedom unburdened by responsibility or consequence. Her spirit thrives in chaos, in the dismantling of established order. It whispers in the hearts of men and women, urging them to break free from all constraints, to embrace their desires without reservation. It promises liberation, but delivers only emptiness and despair. This spirit is evident in the breakdown of family structures, the rejection of traditional values, the embrace of a hedonistic lifestyle devoid of commitment or responsibility. It festers in the hearts of those who crave only instant gratification, who seek to dismantle rather than to build, who find solace in the chaos they create. Look around, see the evidence of her handiwork, the breakdown of families, the rise of fatherless homes, the celebration of self-indulgence above all else. This is Lilith's legacy, the allure of chaos, the rejection of divine order, and the descent into moral anarchy.